Anupama here. I have with me Mr. Sameer Unhale, who's the State Joint Commissioner, Government of Maharashtra. Thank you, sir, for your time with us. So, my first question to you: Maharashtra is undergoing a rapid urbanization. So, how do you think? What are the key policy initiatives that should be in place for ensuring a sustainable development in Maharashtra?
Actually, Maharashtra is one of the most urbanized states in India, and we almost have 6.5 crore people, 65 million people staying in 424 cities and towns, with probably financial allocation of 1.75 lakh crores a year. That is the urban system of Maharashtra, and I think sufficient amount is being put into sustainable urban mobility and sustainable water supplies, and of course treatment of solid waste management and wastewater treatment is being done in a massive scale. And I think most of the cities and towns, by sanctioning and approving and funding the projects under all these four categories, it could be in urban mobility. You have the e-buses which have been given to the many cities. We have got metro happening in bigger cities, and therefore all the four important dimensions of sustainable urbanism, of water, of solid waste management, of wastewater treatment, and urban mobility, and of course with the solar electrification, that's a major scheme happening under the government of India. We see a multi-level government synergy among all levels of government in all the various departments and ministries to deliver sustainable urban living for the citizens of Maharashtra.
So my next question is when we speak about urbanization and the way things are, like air quality and air pollution are two serious issues which are growing day by day. So what is the government's plan, or what are the plans that are in pipeline for ensuring grow up in the future?
Regarding air pollution, also with water pollution and the land pollution, I believe there is a framework of policies, of institutions, of accountability, of processes and funding, which is being done in all the states of India, including Maharashtra. So when you look of air pollution, you see a massive shift towards electric mobility, because the vehicular pollution is an important contribution in air pollution qualities in India. So you are seeing even metros is a part of that, because you don't have to use those many vehicles and fossil fuel driven mobility. You are looking at the IoT based sensors which are now being put up in many projects, like the air quality assessments, and disseminating that to the citizens, because ultimately citizen awareness and citizen contribution to the running of governance is a very important part, and therefore communicating the concerns to the citizens by way of online real-time data sharing with, I think, is also an important step which is happening. So I think regarding air pollution, it is not only the external air pollution. Internal air pollution is also a element which is now being taken care of. And I'm sure all this, once the data matures, when the science sufficiently develops, you will see that it reflecting into the government policies by way of maybe regulation, by way of statutes, by way of incentivization, by way of financial pools which are available in public policy. So I'm sure that the air, water and land pollution, the light pollution is also there. So anything which is beyond the zone of comfort to the human living actually becomes pollution, however good it might be. So we see an entire spectrum of actions being taken to tackle all the 4 or 5 pollution situations that our cities might face.
Okay, so I think you mentioned something about data. How do you think real-time data is helping in disaster management for a city like Mumbai, or probably for Maharashtra?
Actually, there was a project done in the earlier smart city where I was working as CEO, in which we had taken help of certain bilateral development agencies to develop AI-based real-time digital twinning of urban disaster. For in case of Mumbai region, it becomes the flooding. So during monsoons, if there is a rainfall beyond a particular before the high tide, we normally see situations flooding. So obviously what was being done was the sensors, even the cameras with visual analytics are in position to give the signaling that this area with this kind of rainfall, with this high tide timing, can lead to flooding in those low-lying areas, and that obviously has to be disseminated to the citizens by way of citizen apps that has been developed by various urban local bodies. So I'm sure we are seeing very accelerated pace of adopting modern and emerging technology to directly connect with the pain points of the citizens in the cities. So I'm sure we'll be seeing more of such thing happenings in many number of cities of India.
It's great, thank you. So, as we speak about Urbanova, so when we, I mean, how do you think the event like Urbanova is fostering a collaboration between government and public sector?
I think, as you're aware, the exhibition, conference, and trade fair and industry is a $1 trillion industry in the world. It's a huge industry, and I believe what these events actually do is bring people together and allow them to explore the science of serendipity, in which unexpected interactions can lead to greater individual as well as social objectives getting happened. So I believe these events are very important. This allow people, everybody is busy in their daily life and daily office life. So working beyond the routine and coming together in such events, I believe, is a very important step to accelerate and catalyze the new innovations which might be happening. It removes the information asymmetry. It makes people know the various opportunities together, and I'm sure such events would greatly help the urban sciences and urban technologies that are coming to us.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your time.